What's up, everyone? Welcome to Skybees. Alright, so in the last episode, we did take care of our Astral Sorcery quest line. We spent some time with it, and it is a great mod. There's a lot of different things that we can do with it, but for this pack, it is complete. And I said that we were going to start diving into the further reaches of blood magic, but what I've done off camera is I have gone and killed 100 blaze and 100 wither skeletons. I was looking through this list, and we also need to kill 100 ghasts. That is a lot of ghasts, and they don't spawn in very well or very fast. I'm sure there is a way that we could do it using the game mechanics themselves, but there is a way that we can do it using a mod pack. So if we turn to Industrial Foregoing, there is this neat little machine called a mob duplicator. It's fairly easy to make, just some magma cream, emeralds, nether wart, plastic, advanced machine frame, and redstone dust. We made these advanced machine frames a long time ago, and I think I actually used my last one for this machine. Now, if we set this machine down and look into it, it has a progress bar, it needs power, and then it needs fluid. And I do believe that the fluid that this needs is essence. Now, to get essence, the only way that I know how that's the uses to get it is the mob crusher. Now we've also been using a thing called a mob slaughter factory, I believe. And this guy is what we were using to get meat and pink slime. So, mob detector, mob slaughter factory, the mob crusher will output essence. And they both do the same thing. These kill mobs. The mob crusher also produces mob drops, which is a nice way of killing, entities and getting all their stuff if we wanted to. So, we need essence. So over here in the nether, what I did was I set up just that. We set up a mob crusher here for our platform. We have an item trash can. This thing is really easy to craft. There's a ton of different trash cans. This is just some stone, cobblestone, and a chest. We have liquid, we have energy, and we have an ultimate trash can, which I believe will void even gases. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that is a thing. I also have a quantum tank here that is collecting all of the essence, which we have 11,000 essence, right? This thing was working. I put in our add-ons, our range add-on that we had in the mob slaughter factory, and then I built myself a little AFK chamber here because we did die. I was just hanging out over here and a gas spawned and it ended up killing me. But we do have a quantum tank full of essence. So the other thing that we're going to need for the mob duplicator is these guys right here, these mob imprisonment tools, which are easy to make. It is just a gas tier and some plastic, and we have a few gas tiers from the couple of gas that we've killed. So let's go home. And the other thing that I captured was this neat little guy right here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him, other than I just captured him. It's added by Quark. It is a fire fox that will light you on fire when they attack you. I just thought he was cute. We're going to put this guy away. I don't know what we're going to do him. But we did capture ourselves a ghast, so we are going to need to set up a little bit of a killing platform. Ooh, there are a ton of pigmen here. Or zombified piglins. Hi. Let's get rid of these guys. Most of them will get pushed off of the edge. There will just be a couple left over that we can then kill. And I don't need any of that stuff. Perfect. Now our platform is clear. So I think underneath this platform, we are going to build ourselves a little bit of a chamber to house some gas. Now, I do believe, yep, this is the spawning area of the mob duplicator, so it's going to spawn entities above it. I don't think we need a range add-on for this thing. I think having this will be just fine so that we can spawn a ghast in here and then we can kill them off, effectively getting the 100-time ghasts here. We can do the same thing with a zombie. Ooh, It says we've killed 22. I'm curious if this is the same as like it was in Levitated, where if we kill the zombie pigman, does this count? Because if it is, we can finish this one really quickly. Um, but we have a witch that we need to kill a bunch of. Unfortunately, this wants us to kill 100 bees. So I'm going to need to do the same duplication. I don't want to make a bunch of bees. Skeletons, we can get them from the nether and duplicate them. We need to do the Enderman. Phantoms, we need shulkers. Looks like we need to kill a bunch of withers. Um, these we're probably just gonna spawn them in a little wither cage or something. I'm not sure. I kind of regret now getting rid of the bedrock. Um, spiders, all this stuff we can use the mob duplicator for, except for the ender dragon. We have killed this thing once, even though it renders 0. We will have to kill this thing a few more times and spawn it in. So, my plan is to use some obsidian for a little bit of a platform floor. Maybe. We might want to just make a bunch of this witherproof block. Steel scaffolding. Okay, let's just make a stack of rods. Let's make as many of this as we can, which is almost 2 stacks, and then we'll make the witherproof blocks, which we can make 33 of. Okay. I think that we're not going to need a huge spawning chamber. I think something like a 7x7 spawning chamber would be fine, which means we need to make about a 9x9 block or box, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is 9 blocks down. We will go ahead and make our platform here. Get rid of this with our Paxel. And now we should be able to start building some kind of platform. It is a little dark down here. Let's grab a torch, which we don't have very many of. And we will get rid of this guy. Boom. That is a 3x3. 5x5. And we'll need to reclaim that block. And then we have to go around again. So we need to make a bunch more steel scaffolding. We will also need to make a bunch more of this witherproof block. I think this is going to help us with spawning in the gas so they don't blow up stuff, right? That's the whole plan here. All right, let's go and make some more of this stuff. Now, I know some of you are probably yelling at me saying, why don't you just use cobblestone? It does deflect gas fireballs and it won't blow up. I understand that, but we are going to use this thing to spawn in many different mobs, and I'm probably going to use this box to kill wither skeletons once it's all said and done. Or withers, I mean, not wither skeletons. But we have this guy set up. I do believe that I am going to need another flux point because I don't have any, which means we need some more Eye of Enders, but I also am getting dangerously low on obsidian. So I did set up the obsidian bees once again, and it looks like they're cooking along. We have very little obsidian, but we have enough to get us going, and that is why this thing is capped off at the moment. So we should be able to place this down and connect this to our network. This thing is now getting stuff. We can put our mob imprisonment tool in here, and the last thing that we are going to need to do is to set up our quantum tank. So this guy we need to pull from the right-hand side, from the left-hand side. Uneasy alliance, what? Hold on. Redstone mode, run with a redstone signal. Okay, there we go. What was that deal? Rescue a gas from the nether, bring it safely home to the overworld, and then kill it. Okay. As you can see, this thing runs pretty smooth. It does run on essence. We did need that. And now we should be able to get this guy pretty quick. We've already killed 6 ghast, which is 4 more than we had. And we got ourselves a gas spawn egg because of the capture enchantment on our sword. We actually have, if we look in here, Um, we have a llama from the Wandering Trader, we have a Wither Skeleton, and we have a Blaze, which is pretty neat. So, I am going to sit here and pretty much just kill a bunch of ghasts, and then we're going to move on to another project today, which is in the works at the moment, but I need to change my setup here. My bees have completely backed up my crate. I have a ton of these honeycomb blocks that need to be processed, and I've taken away the pipe for now. To give this thing just a little breather, I think we're going to need to set up two more centrifuges. One here, and then these two can be set up over here and over here. And the items that are coming here need to be piped into either centrifuge so that we can process all of the materials and keep up with it. This centrifuge that is running right now, you can see it's keeping up with the tier 1 apiary, but it is not keeping up with the tier 4 apiary, so we do need to fix that. But that is problems that we are going to handle momentarily. We're going to kill we're going to kill some mobs. Yep, that's fine. Blow them up. Um yeah, we should probably light this thing up. But, let's go kill this guy. Aha. Creeper got dead. All right. Let's kill ourselves quite a few ghasts. Perfect. So that didn't take too long at all. That only took just a few minutes to get the ghasts killed. Now, these guys obviously are quick because it's a one-shot kill for us. Things like the zombies and creepers and stuff like that will be a little bit different. Now, I have been getting a little bit of mobs up here, and we did make a refined obsidian paxel because we have a bunch of refined obsidian. I'm probably going to need to go ahead and just make some torches because honestly, um, I was running out, and we don't want to leave this thing with a spawnable spaces in it. I've walked away from this thing a couple of times, and it looks like I messed up. I did. I did mess this box up. Look at that. Really, I need this row gone. And then this row gone, and then move this wall in by one. Interesting. Anyway, that is the gas taken care of. And we're going to step away from that project for a little bit. We are going to need to catch ourselves like a creeper and skeleton and stuff like that. We did catch a zombie. If we look in here, is it going to be, yeah. No, mob imprisonment tool. Here it is, right here. We have a zombie. So we can put that in there for safekeeping for later. But we did get ourselves a bunch of gunpowder. We got a bunch of gas tiers. We got some random heads. We got some bones. We got some stuff. All right, so what I need to do now is I need to go ahead and start making more centrifuges so we can get this project taken care of. So centrifuge, I am going to need 2 of these bad boys, which means I need 2 of those, and then we need 2 comparators. Oh boy. Let's just make a stack of torches because I'm tired of doing that. And then 1 and 2. 1 and 2. All right, let's throw our centrifuge casing in the system. It makes it a lot easier. And we need to figure out exactly how many of these casings that we need. So we need 9, 18, 27, 36. We need 35 of those, which means we need 70. Right? So if we do this and we do a stack and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we should be good. Then we should be able to craft up 4 of these. Oh. That is the end of my blaze powder. It's fine. It's fine. We can do this, and then this, and then it is 4 of those, and then we should be able to craft up 2 of these. And I forgot, we do use 2 of these casings. So now, what I should be able to do is actually tear this whole thing down. Oh, oh, oh no. Oh no, what did we do? We did a bad thing. We did a bad thing. Oh. Oh, I forgot that these are going to technically be connected. Yep. Oops. Oops. So if we tear that down and then we come over here and tear this part down, we should be able to just do that with no issues. So what I think I want to do is set up another centrifuge like this, and hopefully we can do this without it being an issue. We're gonna find out. We will put the casing there, or the controller there. And this is another centrifuge. Good, 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 good. I think this is gonna look neat if we kind of build it like this. We're gonna find out really, really soon here. And then we're gonna need to get ourselves another item router. We're gonna need a 2 more item routers. We're gonna need to pipe this guy down into here and this guy down into here. We're of course gonna need to set up some torches. We're gonna need to set up a new power line that comes over into these. And yeah, I think this is going to mimic the hexagonal pattern that we've gone for with the whole B mod. Really just taken a crazy dive into it. Why? Why you no get power? We might have to separate these centrifuges by 1, which is fine. This one has power, this one does not. Okay. So yeah, these blocks touching one another aren't liking the centrifuges, which is fine. We can simply tear this row out. We can then tear this guy out and just move him forward by 1. This whole centrifuge now is a thing. And if we do the same thing here, it should fix our issue. Right? No. Okay. Yeah, that's how it's going to be. I don't know. This still won't look too bad, but anyway, let me finish this up and we'll be back. Okay, so we got the centrifuges up. We redid our power and pulling our honey, which we should have just a ludicrous amount of honey. We may end up looking into a fluid trash can at some point once this quantum tank gets full up. I mean, we've got a long way to go. We have 425,000 buckets of honey. Don't think we're ever going to use that. This centrifuge is still kicking right along. These guys are starting to run through the backlog that is inside these crates. So I'm going to let this go for a little while, and I'm going to hold on to these sender modules, which I have reallocated to the new crate locations. And I'm thinking I may redo this one as well. Why are you not connected? It's weird that this is even working, but what I may do is we may do something like this, and then just take this crate and drop it down. Then what we'll have to do is we'll have to go all the way back over here and pull the correct sender module, which is this guy, and reallocate its sending path, right? Which is pretty simple. And the reason that we have two sender modules here is because we're not processing the RGB stuff. We want that to go straight into into our storage unit over there. So I think this looks just a little bit cleaner. This is working great now. All of the stuff is coming in, and this guy, of course, is getting put to work. It should clear this out. Yeah, there goes the beeswax. There goes the backlog. Perfect. So I don't have this one set up, but we will go ahead and do the same thing where we just have it ready to go. I'm not sure if we ever will set up this second or fourth apiary here, but we may at some point. Now, I did also notice that when we created this box, we're in a slime chunk. So if I really wanted to, I could get slime. We don't need it because we have bees. But this is pretty neat. I heard these guys kind of jumping about when we were smelting up some bricks. So it all is all working well. So now what I think I'm going to do is we're going to get out our mob duplication or our mob imprisonment tool, and I got a slime spawn egg there. And we're going to go ahead and pull this guy out and put this guy in and just start killing a bunch of zombies now. Which shouldn't take us too long. It's 2 hits of the sword. Not a big deal. They spawn up here, which is quite hysterical. But it's working. Yeah, zombie killing time. Now this little farm works great. We just killed off 100 zombies pretty easy. I think the creepers are going to be a little bit more chaotic, right? We should still be able to do it. We're just going to have to probably move this guy down because of the spawning area is 1 block above it. So if I actually took this thing and moved it directly below this block, we should be good to go. And I still need to fix the box, but that's okay. So if we put it right here, mob duplicator, and then we set up our essence like we had it, which we're not using a ton of, this might be a little bit easier for us to do. And this thing is still running. I just took the mob duplicator or the mob imprisonment tool out. So what I need to do now is I need to fix this box real quick, get that all taken care of, and then I will go ahead and most likely cap this thing back off and let some mobs spawn in here. Or as a matter of fact, just let some mobs spawn in here, and then we can capture them and keep doing the same. Now, one thing that we are running out of is food, right? And I think we're going to need to set something up. Let's get all of this out of our inventory. Arrows, that's good. This stuff we can toss because we really don't need it. But if we look in here under raw, I don't have a lot of options. I got a little bit of chicken left. I got some mutton and I have some pork chops, but we are getting low on food. So what I'm thinking about doing is setting up this system here and then have our slaughter factory killing the mobs, or not our slaughter factory, but our mob killing machine that we have in the nether, and then have those items being pushed straight into an energized smelter, and then those items being taken out of there and shot into our storage system. I think that would honestly do us better than anything else, and it would be an easy way for us to get some food, because we're running into a little bit of an issue. Now, I think we've done almost every single overworld mob except for the Phantom, which we haven't spawned in or seen since we made the Sleep Charm. But what I basically did was I got up myself a bee and a witch and a skeleton and a creeper inside of a mob imprisonment tool. I darkened this little box and then just flew away, came back, Got those guys, put them in the little machine that we moved downstairs for the mob duplication, and this didn't take that much time, really. I am going to have to kill some more phantoms. Not sure if I want to do that in this scenario. We can cap this thing off like we had to with the bees. Um, the Enderman, we have to kill 100 of these. I think, honestly, it's going to be easier for us just to go over to the end island and kill these guys. But as far as the shulkers go, which we only have to kill 50 of them, we actually have a floating doll. We add this to the barrel of witch water and it spawns a shulker in. So this is an option for us that we could make this, just like we did the buzzing bee doll back in the early stages, and the blaze. I can't remember what the blazing doll. Yep, that was a thing. But there again, it may just be easier for us to go over to those islands. Killing the Ender Dragon 20 times is going to take a little bit of work. And then, of course, killing 33 more withers is going to take some work as well. So, it's weird that this says 7 because I killed 9 of them. I don't know why some of these haven't taken effect. I can see that if we can capture the Ender Dragon, but that would be just kind of really silly now, wouldn't it? So what I have done is I've gathered up some Eyes of Ender so that we could refill our cake here, since we've been back and forth to the end a little bit. And then we have ourselves a decent little supply of gunpowder now from all the ghasts and creepers that we killed. So I'm going to go over to the end island, and we're going to go ahead and get out of our little precarious position that we're in. And I think we can just simply probably anger these guys. And this will be a lot faster, killing 100 of these guys, than letting them spawn in one at a time. And there is potential that these guys would teleport to other parts of our base. So I don't necessarily want to do that. Now, one thing that we did do in between clips is I made some better witherite leggings. So this has mending, unbreaking, and protection. I actually found a watering trader with a time-worn visage on it, and I took all of the enchants off. I did the same thing with my sword and put it on this refined obsidian sword, which this thing has a lot better attack damage than the witherite sword did. This has an 8 attack damage, where this thing has 17.5. This had a little bit higher with the sharpness on it, and this will sometimes apply the Wither 2 effect, which is cool, but that doesn't really help us when fighting the Wither and stuff like that. So, I think what we're going to do is we're potentially going to go there and get ourselves a shulker. We may just go fight a bunch of shulkers, since we don't need that many, and also we have creative flight, right? Not jetpack flight. It's not very fast, but it is creative flight nonetheless. So, yeah, this is our life for the next few minutes. And already we should be up to a decent amount. 15, that's not bad. Like I said, I think this is going to be faster than spawning them in. Really no time at all. We got these guys. I ended up just angering a large group of them and then sat there for, I think it's been like 7 minutes since the last cutscene. Anyway, what I want to do is go ahead and throw some of these in here. I do want to do one thing before I forget, and that is to make a storage upgrade for my obsidian drawer, because, yeah, it's maxed out, and this is not enough obsidian. I do believe that these guys also by now should be clearly ready to accept more items. So we're going to put this guy, which is linked up to the right-hand side, and place you in there. And then we are going to place you in here. And that should start clearing out some of the backlog of items that come in here. And we can, hi. These guys fell through the main portal. Yeah, we're just going to do a little slash back here. So anyway, now that those guys are set, I think it's time for us to take off in a direction of an end city and try to get ourselves some shulkers killed. like I said, capturing them and placing them in the little kill chamber that we have could be okay. The thing that I'm worried about is just like with Enderman is them teleporting. So we do have a cool little map here, which if we zoom out, we can kind of follow, and like here's our first end city, right? So we can add a waypoint. We can put end, except get out of here, and then we can simply, there it is. There it shows up on the map this way. We can go over there. We can kill all of the shulkers that we didn't kill before when we were looking for the elytra, and it should be a pretty easy time. And then all we'll have is the phantoms, the end dragon, and the wither. The wither we're going to kill on our island in our little box. We're going to make it bigger. The end dragon, we're going to have to spawn him in, and for the phantoms, I think I'm going to go ahead and capture one of them. I'll take my little charm off so that I don't sleep for a few nights. I'll just let the game run, and then those guys should start spawning. I will capture one, and then we'll put it in the little chamber. One little benefit to doing this is we found another city. I'm heading over to this one here that I uncovered, and I found this one here, which would have been a lot closer for us to find an elytra. This one was completely unexplored, and I do have another elytra. I did capture a shulker in here because, I mean, we've got 18 out of 50, and it is a long way between the cities. So I'm going to go take this city on, and if I don't get enough shulkers to complete that quest, then we will go home and spawn these in. But my concern with them is them teleporting, and then we have the little flying balls going all over the base, and they end up everywhere, and I gotta hunt them down. I had that problem with the bees until I glassed them in. So that's what we're kind of looking towards. I do kind of pop in here on the map every now and then and look. That's how we found this city, because I was heading in this direction here, and I uncovered the ship there. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep looking and fighting these guys, and we'll see. We should come back with a completed quest for the shulkers. The other added benefit of going back to these towers that we didn't fight any of the shulkers and we just grabbed the elytra and ran is a lot of the loot that is here we didn't grab either. I didn't grab any of the iron, I only grabbed the diamond, and this stuff has a chance that we could potentially take, like Unbreaking 4. Efficiency 5 would probably be good on our Paxel, so we don't have to create a new one anytime soon. And you can see I broke in over here, but I know that I did not grab everything out of these chests. Don't know what growth does, but this has a few enchantments. Well, we didn't find anything good, but we did complete this task. I think I was sitting at like 42 shulkers when we finished out that city, so it was quite a large one. So now we have this quest line pretty well done. I do need to do these, and I think, I'm not sure what I have for recording time left, but I would definitely like to go ahead and take care of these two. I think this one is going to be maybe some off-camera grind. I don't know. But we do need to take off our charm, our sleep charm here, and probably go ahead and put it in the here. We will go ahead and make a mob imprisonment tool, because if I can capture a phantom, I will. And we did get 31 shulker shells, which is really nice. If we wanted to, we could make ourselves quite a few different shulker boxes. But all in all, not a bad little trip. But we're going to stay awake through the night. I am going to probably just kind of AFK for a little bit and maybe watch the progress of these centrifuges, because I think, I mean, they're doing okay. Things are getting collected, things are getting smelted. We are going through the backlog of materials, which is really good. Means everything's coming in nice and steady. And whoops, wrong button. Yeah, these are keeping up pretty good here. I like it. I really like it. And this is kind of almost a hexagonal thing here. I think if we were to move this centrifuge and this centrifuge forward by one block, it would look a lot better, but it's cool. So now we wait. So yeah, you can catch a phantom in a mob imprisonment tool, and this is utter chaos. Because they just spawn in. Oh, We ought to be able to kill these guys pretty fast. And as long as we continue to get some levels, our armor seems to be doing just fine. You can see it in the bottom right-hand corner there, which is a nice little addition so I don't have to go into my into my inventory. Oh my god, I should pull this out because I probably have enough. If we look into our deal here, we're 90% of the way. We need to kill 4 more. Oh man. Oh, and a couple of them got out, which is okay. We will take care of the stragglers, but oh my goodness. Chaos. Yeah, there it is. There's the achievement. So, all right, I need to go ahead and yeah, take care of these guys. We're gonna be busy for a minute. Sweet. Now we did get ourselves, you saw there, a cow. I should go ahead and look up this guy, and we should grab ourselves the pig and the sheep, and then we'll get rid of those guys. So we built this little platform here with the grass. This was to collect a cow. So we can go ahead and let's do this. And the reason I wanted to collect the cow, obviously, we're getting low on food. We talked about that a little bit earlier. Now, I did come through and kill all of the withers that we needed. This took a little while. This took about an hour and a half. And then we started spawning in dragons and killing these guys, and I only made it to 4. This takes a crazy amount of time to do so. Like I said, that's going to be some off-camera work, but I have a little bit of a setup here. We have a very, very similar setup to what we had before. We have the mob duplicator, and this is where we can place in our mob imprisonment tool for the cow. There are some speed add-ons, so it will spawn a bunch of cows using essence, and then this guy right here, the mob crusher, is going to kill those cows. Then we have a item router that is going to pull the items out of here. It is going to send everything but raw beef over to there. It's going to send the raw beef over to this energized smelter. Once that is done cooking as steak, it will send all the way over there. So if we were to kill these guys, you'll start seeing that this thing is starting to roll, and this thing is sending leather. And I believe doesn't look like we're getting essence from this, but that's okay. If we wanted to, we can simply place in what we need to from all the different mobs that we've caught. It's working good though, because now if we look in here and we look up a steak, we've getting food. And that is the thing that we've needed. Oh my goodness, I fell. And I did set up a drawer for leather. I set up a drawer for steak, so this is going to hold a lot of steak because this has a storage upgrade in it. It looks like it's going to hold 16K. We set up a drawer for gunpowder over here. I do need to actually upgrade this drawer just a bit. And I think I'm going to put a few more things over here like the rotten flesh, the gas tiers, all the stuff that we got from killing the mobs. But that is just a little setup down there that we're going to leave. We're going to leave it for now. And we have finally fixed our food situation, which is really, really good. The other thing, why are my hands weird? Well, don't know. Anyway, we have our food situation taken care of. We've gotten a lot of the Monster Hunter quest done. We have one guy left, and we're gonna have to just kind of put our nose to the grindstone and grind this one out, right? It's gonna take some time, so yeah, we're getting there. We're getting through some of these quests. We still need to still got a long ways to go, but I've been having so much fun with this pack. So if you guys are enjoying this as much as I am, make sure to hit that like button. Hit the notification bell down below so you get notified when videos like this come out. Go ahead and check the description for all the different ways to follow me, including Twitter, Twitch, Discord. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.